Will change a little bit now with this new, whatever you want to call it, ruling that just came out.
Yeah, well,
we'll see.
Thank you, Heather. As Rieger waits for his Vax-A-Million
at the next light, turn right.
Thousands of student athletes can get paid starting today. We'll discuss it next. 97.1 The Ticket.
Smaller than 75 inches.
At the light, turn right onto Orchard Lake
You
Road.
just gotta see this store. The coolest furniture.
Bet River Sports Betting Minute brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook.
Hey, it's Ken Barkley filling in for Nick Costos. Tonight in the pro basketball playoffs, Milwaukee takes on Atlanta in the Eastern Conference Finals with the series tied at 2 games apiece. After opening as a 4.5-point favorite, Milwaukee is now favored by 2.5. Atlanta plus 120 on money line and a total 216.5. There's so much uncertainty surrounding this game with injuries to both Milwaukee and Atlanta stars. It's tough to make a bet, but I would still side toward Milwaukee, who has a habit of performing poorly and being coached poorly when they're not in a must-win situation. Once they're under pressure, they tend to put forward their best effort. I expect Milwaukee to be much more prepared, and they're the valuable side to me in Game 5, whether the star guards for Atlanta and the star forward for Milwaukee play or not.
That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Call Hall first to find your new home today. Hall Financial can get you pre-approved same day and connect you to the top realtor in your area. Hall Financial has nearly 4,000 five-star reviews because of our commitment to more personal attention. Call 248-308-5000 or go to callhallfirst.com to get started with your new home search today.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
The recent storms have hit everyone in the community very hard. GFL is here to help you with the cleanup process. Temporary roll-off, driveway-friendly rubber wheel dumpsters are available now for same-day delivery. Get a price today at GFLUSANow.com. That's GFLUSANow.com.
Fueling the finals. Brought to you by Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. After an early exit in last year's postseason, you just knew Milwaukee was coming to play this time around.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Woodward Avenue.
Sweep, which placed them on a collision course with Brooklyn, the team picked by nearly every expert to win it all. But the Deer had no fear. Milwaukee battled back after falling behind 2-0, staved off elimination at home in Game 6, and won an overtime thriller in Game 7 to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Greek Freak has been absolutely dominant, averaging nearly 32 points and 13 rebounds per game against Brooklyn. If he can maintain that level of play, Milwaukee could be headed to their first league championship since 1971. Come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. First, fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus. Then save up with the Fuel Rewards program. And finally, snack up to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell.
Having your own home is awesome, but it's also a lot of work. The good news, finding help for your projects is easier than ever. Introducing Angie, the app that puts all your home care needs at your fingertips. Need a pro to fix that emergency leak? Maybe find someone to build a deck, or even set your seasonal tasks on autopilot. Angie can handle all that and more. Expert pros, hundreds of home projects, clear pricing, and the easiest way to book and pay in seconds. This is Angie, your home for everything home. Download the app today.
Stay in the left lane.
So, how can I promote my new curbside pickup service?
It's possible. With Staples Connect, I need custom
past this
floor
light,
decals that'll
then
get
at the
noticed,
next one,
not just
turn
one
left.
bump. Also possible. Staples Connect can help your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. Now get $10 off signs, banners, or posters when you spend $50 or more. Explore what's new at your local Staples. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N73 valid in-store and online. Visit staples.com/signage for details.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Pacura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbpwealth.com.
Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Stoney's out till Tuesday. I'm here with Jeff Rieger. And Jeff, there's a whole new group of individuals that are entering the workforce. Taxable income. And that's because NIL goes into effect today. And if anybody doesn't know what NIL means, it's name, image, and likeness. This has been a topic
At the light,
for
use the
for
second lane from
decades
left to turn
for the
left onto
student
Woodward
athletes in
Avenue.
the NCAA. Why are they the ones that can't benefit off of their name, image, and likeness? Universities do that. NCAA does that.
Turn left.
Human being on social media can do that.
Right. And so today, because I think the first state to put a law on the books was California, but theirs doesn't go into effect, I don't think, until next year, or maybe it's January of this year. But right now,
Go past
there are
this light.
states like
Then at the
Alabama,
next one, turn right.
Georgia. There's a couple more that go into effect today. So the NCAA, in finally feeling the pressure and knowing that they actually had to do something, passed a rule that says if your state has a law governing NIL, then you have to follow those rules. If you don't live in one of those states, then your school can develop its own rules, and basically the only parameters that they were given are that the school,
At the light, turn
as you're
right
recruiting
onto
a
East
player,
Huron Street.
you can't recruit them on promise of name, image, and likeness profits.
Which probably is.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, come on.
Let's not be naive. But they're just going to have to word it in such a way
In half a mile,
that
keep
it's
right
not
to merge onto
directly
M59 East toward
offering
Utica.
the student athlete X amount of dollars for whatever the work is. So for example, Michigan put into place some general provisions, and I'll share some of those with you. The student athlete use of and monetization
Go
of their
past
name,
this
image, and
light.
likeness may
Then
involve
use the
a
right two
wide
lanes
range
to
of
keep
activities,
right to merge
including but
onto
not limited
M59
to
East toward Utica.
traditional commercials or advertisements for products or services, student athletes developing and promoting their own business, personal appearances, student athletes running their own camps and clinics, providing private lessons, using their name or image to promote those lessons, sponsored social media posts, autograph sessions. These are just a few examples of what the student athlete today will be able to start doing. I think that this, because
In 5.4 miles, take exit 44 onto Brooks Road.
that the federal government is preparing something. They've talked about things, but they don't have anything on the books. We mentioned a few states that do. This is going to become the Wild West. If the universities are left to their own devices and playing by different rules, creating their own rules, I think this is going to be an entertaining start to what is NIL. actually now use their name to advertise. Hey, John Jansen, Michigan football player, I'm coaching offensive lineman. That's where you're going to see a lot of this, money coming into some of these kids. And it's not going to be a lot of money, but it's going to be the money that these kids deserve. And it's a tennis camp or, swimming lessons, whatever it is, they can use their name image. Like, what they can't do is, for Michigan, they can't use the Block M unless they get permission. They can't use the school as an advertisement along with them.
They can't do sponsorships or whatever for Adidas when Michigan's a Nike school either, correct?
That's a little bit of a gray area. They wouldn't be able to wear it on the field, but they might be able to do that. Again, that's where, when you get some of these notes and some of these memos, it's a work in progress. And that's what they'll actually say. This is a work in progress. If you have questions, come to us, and we're going to continue to develop these rules as we go. It's absolutely crazy.
So asinine. It really is. I love that the kids can get paid. They deserve it. You deserved it. Everybody deserves a chance to make money on themselves or off themselves. But the fact that the NCAA thought
turn
that
right onto
this
West
wasn't going to happen to
Hamlin
begin with, then they got shot down by the Supreme Court. And then, July 1st, but guys, just handle it yourselves. It's so silly.
It is. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have some questions. And trust me, I have questions. Rieger has questions. Everybody has questions. You got them. We'll see if we can come up with some answers for you. But let's go to Matt on a cell. Good morning, Matt. How are you?
Morning, guys. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Hey.
So, yesterday I just happened to be flipping through Instagram, and literally, I saw LSU asked HMU, hit me up on Instagram, I'm here for you. So my question was, are they going to be able to hire agents? Are they going to have
Go past this light,
no,
then at the next one, turn
hire
right.
agents?
Well, the agents associated with the school, though, correct?
I'm looking at an agent, though, I need someone to bargain a contract with me with the Toyota dealership.
At the light, turn right onto West Hamlin Road.
I'm signing my life away for 20 years, right?
Yes. So Matt, here's as I understand it, in the memo that I got, student athletes may retain and use the services of professional advisors to assist them in their name, image, and likeness activities, such as marketing agents, tax advisors, legal advisors. Student athletes must pay the normal costs and fees associated with those services. However, student athletes may not employ an agent for the purpose of negotiating with professional athletic teams or organizations without jeopardizing their collegiate athletics ability. So,
You have someone that says, I'm going to do the business deal. We can't talk to the NFL about anything. You can't cut an advertising deal with the Ravens right now, but we can talk to Joe Shrimpcheck.
Right. So here's what I think is going to happen and thanks, Matt, for calling. Really appreciate it. You're going to have, you've got your sports agents, and it doesn't matter if it's NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever.
Take the third exit onto South
The cottage industry that they're going to create is within their company, they're going to have agents that only deal with college athletes in the college name, image, and likeness realm. And they will develop a relationship with these student athletes, not to negotiate a contract with a professional sports organization.
But to help them make money while they're on campus.
Right, to make money while they're on campus. And then when they decide to declare for the NFL, or the NBA, whatever it is, they'll say, oh, hey, did you like the services that we provided? We can do the same for you at the next level. That's what these agents are going to do, which is 100% fine. But that's the workaround to, you're not hiring an agent for professional, to negotiate with professional teams, but you're hiring an agent within that agency, or it's going to be under the umbrella. It'll be a different name, run by different people, but it'll all be in the same group that says, here's what we can do for you in terms of your profits, your ability to make money, name and rights, and what I hope happens. There's one major concern that I have, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. 97.1 The Ticket. Hey, if you've been watching the NBA playoffs from the sidelines, now is the perfect time to get in on the action with FanDuel Sportsbook, because during conference finals, new users get 30-1 odds on any team to win their next game. That means all you got to do is put down $5 and you can win $150. There's only one conference going on right now. Eastern Conference Finals between Atlanta and Milwaukee. They're heading to Milwaukee. Trae Young probably out. Giannis probably in. It's in Milwaukee. I'd take Milwaukee in this one. There are even more ways to win on FanDuel throughout the playoffs, and when you win, they're going to get your money in as little as 24 hours. The app is easy to use, it's safe to use, it's secure. Just sign up with promo code Jansen to get in on the NBA Finals with 30-1 odds. Conference Finals. Once again, that's promo code Jansen to unlock 30-1 odds on any playoff team to win their next game exclusively on FanDuel Sportsbook app. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over and present. Michigan new users only. Must wager in designated offer market. $10 first deposit required. $150 max bonus. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWG AM 950 Traffic Center, road work continues in southwest Detroit. 75 Fisher Freeway southbound from Burner Highway to Spring Wells. Left lane closure will continue until further notice, along with the lane shift. Southbound 75 entrance ramp from Clark Street and Clark Street over 75 all still closed. On the northbound side, there's a left lane closure from Spring Wells to Clark Street, and then 75 northbound entrance and exit ramps at Livernois closed as well. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The Detroit Tigers host the Chicago White Sox. Pre-game tomorrow at 6:50 on 97.1 The Ticket.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by North Bloomfield Properties.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute sponsored by Lexicon, your holistic provider of practice management software and legal support services.
At the next light, turn right.
Today, Mets fans everywhere quietly mark Bobby Bonilla Day. Every July 1st from 2011 to 2035, the Mets send the long-retired switcheroo a check for $1.19 million. It's money he agreed to defer at 8% interest from the 2000 season. Back then, the owners, the Wilpons, were scammed into believing they could earn 10% or more on that money by investing with Ponzi schemer Bernie Madoff. Bonilla Day has become as much a part of this franchise's sad sack legacy as the Tom Seaver and Nolan Ryan trades and drafting Steve Chillicott over Reggie Jackson. The important takeaway from Bonilla's bonanza is that if a deal looks too good to be true,
turn
it
right into
probably
the parking
is.
lot,
Meantime,
then arrive at your destination.
wherever you are, enjoy your newfound riches. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm
Arrive
Cordell
at
& Cordell.
175
When the
South
prospect
Livernois
of
Road.
divorce
Arrived.
becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor.
Get more out of summer with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. Right now, Earthgrow mulch is just 3 bags for $10. Spread that mulch around your flower beds, trees, and garden. You'll be proud, and your plants will be protected. Boost your curb appeal with Earthgrow mulch at the everyday low price of 3 bags for $10. Only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limit 75 bags per customer. Color selection varies by store while supplies last. Not available in all stores. Continental U.S. only.
Finding